Aminat Olaniyan-Haastrup is a distinguished customer experience leader, service strategist, and results-driven executive in Nigeria's real estate sector with over 16 years working experience in real estate, sales, service and leadership. She currently serves as the Deputy Managing Director, Customer Services at Adron Homes Properties Ltd, where she provides strategic leadership for customer engagement, service operations, and client relationship management across the company's nationwide network. With a career built on excellence in customer experience, relationship management, and strategic sales support, Aminat has become widely respected for her ability to bridge the gap between service delivery and revenue growth. She brings a unique blend of service leadership and sales intelligence, ensuring that every customer interaction strengthens trust, drives client retention, and ultimately contributes to business expansion. Throughout her professional journey, she has championed customer-centric systems that enhance client satisfaction while creating opportunities for sustainable sales growth. Her deep understanding of customer behavior, combined with strong negotiation and communication skills, enables her to convert service engagements into lasting business relationships and investment confidence. As the leader of the Directorate of Customer Services, Amina drives initiatives that improve service standards, optimize customer communication channels, and strengthen resolution frameworks. Under her leadership, the service structure continues to evolve as a strategic partner to the sales and business development ecosystem, supporting client acquisition, retention, and long-term portfolio growth. Beyond her corporate role, she is passionate about mentoring professionals in service leadership and is actively involved in initiatives that promote excellence in customer experience management. She is also developing service and leadership consulting, a platform dedicated to elevating service standards and leadership effectiveness across organizations. Aminat Olaniyan-Haastrup continues to champion a service philosophy built on engagement, resolution, and customer delight, positioning customer experience as a critical driver of business growth and brand loyalty. She is also passionate about mentoring professionals and advancing conversations around service leadership, customer-centric culture, real estate ownership portfolios, and organizational excellence.
Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, oh, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique.
The word is spreading. Bridge Afrique magazine is the chosen platform for visionary businesses to reach a global audience. Tell your friends, and then tell them to tell theirs. Don't just promote your business, elevate it to a world stage. Remember, your network is your net worth. Amplify it. Tell your loved ones to feature their business in Bridge Afrique magazine and connect with customers across the globe. Let's grow together. The ripple effect starts here. Advertise in Bridge Afrique magazine and watch your influence expand from local to global. Share the opportunity. The world is waiting. Spread the word. Tell your friends to showcase their business in Bridge Afrique magazine and unlock a worldwide audience. Connect with MDJP on 139-189-43324 via WeChat or WhatsApp.
From Dhaka to Addis, voices loud and clear. Journalism.
Ramadan Kareem. Ramadan promo is here again. Adron Homes is helping to make this Ramadan extra special for you and your loved ones. Own your dream home with amazing gifts attached. Enjoy 30% discount for 36 months payment plan with amazing gifts items. Pay 200k and get a provision hamper. Buy plots of land on any of Adron estates. For more information, please call or check our social media handles. Ramadan Kareem.
Hello, viewers in the house. It's another day, another beautiful day. Thank God for life. Thank God for the breath of life. We are here again. I am here in your face again today. I remain my humble self, Jumoke Adebero. And here in the studio today is your program, our program, one-on-one with CEOs and pace setters. This is a program where you learn how to make your way straight, how to interact with your clients, with your customers. This is where you learn how to make it right in your business activities. Because they say no man is an island. Yes, no man is an island, and we learn every day. So every word you hear from here are words of wisdom, words from the wise ones, words from people that have made it in life. And then you can also try to follow their tracks and pick one or two things from them, and then you make your always right again too, and you make your businesses flourish. So please, we are here again in your face today, and I can assure you that you're going to have fun. Fun all the way while you're learning words of wisdom. God bless you. Stay tuned. All right. Good afternoon from wherever you're viewing this interview from. My name is Jumoke Adegbenro, and with me here in the studio today, I have the most honorable, yes, I call you that, honorable Mrs. Olaniyan-Haastrup. Yes, I'm sure I got that correctly. So, ma'am, it's so good to have you on our show today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's an honor. Thank you for honoring us, and it's a great privilege to have you here. So, do you have any welcome messages for us?
All right, thank you so much, Mrs.
You're
Jumoke
welcome, ma'am.
Adegbenro. I really appreciate
Thank
you and also appreciate the privilege and the opportunity to be right here with you and to
you.
all our viewers out there. I just want to say that we should have an
Thank you.
open mind because a lot is going to be said today, right? Open mind,
Okay.
let's be positive and let's enjoy
All
life.
right.
Let's enjoy life. Thank
That's
you.
true. That's true. That's all there is. Yes, we need to enjoy this life. We really came here
Exactly.
into this life, and we're exiting in just, just a one-time thing, just a
Yeah,
chance to come,
yeah.
live, fulfill your destiny, and then you go. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. Welcome on the show once again. I'm so excited. We are so excited to have you here. Thank you so,
Also,
so much.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to kick off right away with my very first question, and it goes thus: your foundation, your family, and your education. I want us to go deep into this. I want us to dive all the way in. And
Um,
please, I want you to feel free.
okay.
Whatever language you want to speak, whether Yoruba, French, Hausa. So please just feel free and express yourself. Let's have fun on this show. All
All
right.
right.
So I go to my very first question. Your roots and upbringing. Your roots and upbringing.
Yeah.
Every leader's journey somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Begins somewhere. So can you share with us a little about the family you grew up and the core values they instilled in you that have become the bedrock of your becoming this successful today? Please,
All right.
we want to hear about that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sure you're going to
Yes,
indulge me
ma'am.
this afternoon. I'm a storyteller.
Okay.
I tell a lot of stories.
We are
So
here. We are here for you.
So I'll
We
be
are here
so
for you,
glad
sir.
to share this part of my life with everyone. I came
Okay.
from a family of four, right? I'm the first
Okay.
child, the firstborn, and also the only girl. You
Yeah.
can you can imagine a lot
Wow.
of
Wow.
responsibilities on me. So I
Yeah.
have three
Yeah.
younger ones, male,
Okay.
right? And my family background is the one that is deeply rooted in the responsibility because of how I was brought up. You know, my mom at that time, Mrs. Ruth Musa, and also my dad, um, are not usually at home. So I am saddled with that responsibility of taking care of my younger ones, even at that tender age. You know, I grew up in, I don't know if you're conversant with Ebute Metta in Lagos State. Yes, I grew up in Ebute Metta. You know how Ebute Metta is. Is this
Yes.
side of Lagos,
Ve-
right? You have to be
mhm,
smart,
yes.
you have to be sharp,
Very
you have
smart.
to, yes,
Streetwise.
you have to have some level of street in you when you live in Ebutebeta.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
grew up
Yeah.
in that kind of background, right?
Okay.
The foundation that birthed the kind of person I am today, which means we don't take
Okay.
no for an answer, right?
Of
And
course. Mm-hmm.
yes, we're very resilient, right? Very
Okay.
resilient and
Mm-hmm.
very very strong. I've seen a lot, I've
Okay.
passed through a lot during my upbringing. I've experienced so much that ought to have affected me as a person, but then because of how I grew up and how my mom and my dad, my parents
Okay.
brought us up to stand, you have to stand for yourself. You have to defend what
Okay.
is yours, right?
Mm. Mm.
You have to take charge of wherever
Yeah.
space you find yourself. So I've been able
Mm-hmm.
to do, I've done, a whole lot in that regards. And another thing is that
Okay.
during my own upbringing, my mom, I came from a Muslim
Mm-hmm.
background, but
Okay.
15 years after my birth, I got converted. I became a Christian, and that came with so
Okay.
much, family issues that we have to stand our faith
Okay.
and also know that yes, this is the path we want to go in life, and there is no going back. It's a whole lot, and all of this has shaped the way I approach leadership and business today. My perspective,
Mm.
the growth, the foundational stage of my life has
Okay.
really shaped my perspective about how I see things, how I relate with people. I grew up in a community settings, right? And
Wow.
that helped
Wow.
my interpersonal relationship so much. I get along with
Yeah.
people because where we grew up is not isolated. No,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
That
Yes.
setting that says you are the only one that give birth to your child, but then it's the whole
And
of
everybody.
community that helps you to raise
Yeah.
that child. That is the
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
background I had. So
Mm-hmm.
that actually
Yeah.
shaped me, even my perspective, relating with people. I'm very outgoing. I love to talk. I'm the life of the party. I'm just there. I'm just bubbling. Just like I said at the beginning of this interview, that I love life, just live life. It's just one.
Mm.
Like you said, that is once. We are not coming here again, right?
Not coming
So
again. They're not coming again.
exactly.
Mm.
And also, from my family background,
Okay.
growing up for me is all about responsibility. I learned how to take care
Okay.
of my brothers, learned how to take care
Mm.
of my father because most times my mom is out in church activities. She's not coming home, she's traveling. I have to cook at
All
that
right.
tender age. I have to, feed the family. I grew up so
Wow.
fast. Yes, I grew up so
Mm.
fast. And there's one thing about me, right? One thing about Aminat is that I love to relate with people of in that older age, right? I really
Okay.
don't
Okay.
have, except my schoolmates, I really don't have
Mm-hmm.
people of my age mate that I relate with. I move with the elders,
Okay.
right? So, and
Mm.
because of that, that has also added to my the kind of the way I reason and the way I see things. The wisdom part of me, I got it from that relationship, whereby I
Wow.
relate with the elderly, I walk with them, I listen to them a lot, and that has shaped the foundation and of
Mm.
my life.
Wow. Wow. That's a very interesting childhood. Very interesting. You became a mother of the house at
Yeah.
such a tender age. Oh wow. Now I see where all the wisdom is coming from. I see where all
Yeah.
the wisdom is coming from.
Can I also
God
add
bless
this,
you.
that there are three things that I picked from my childhood. Three things that
Okay.
I picked
Okay.
up. Number one is to
Mm-hmm.
respect people, and that has helped me
Okay.
a lot in my profession
Mm,
at this time. I
mm,
respect people a lot. My parents taught us to respect elders, and we
mm.
keep our words. Right. One of the things that my parents instilled in us is to keep your promises.
Okay.
When you say you are going to do
Yeah.
this, ensure you do it. You
Mm-hmm.
don't break those
Yes.
promises, and that has helped
Your
me.
word.
And in
Mm,
my current position, which is
mm.
customer service, one of the most critical aspects of customer experience is to keep your promise to
Yeah.
clients, right?
Yes.
And that has
Yes.
helped me
Yes. Your word.
a lot.
Your word is your bond.
Yeah.
Your
And
word is your
also,
bond. Yeah.
lastly, to deliver value beyond expectation.
Mm,
Anytime I meet people, what can
mm,
I add to you, right? How do I,
mm,
you know, bring value to the
mm.
table at all times? And I'm
Yeah.
sure one of those values is what brought me to this show this
Yeah.
today, and I'm so
Absolutely.
excited to be here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are so delighted to have you here. God bless you, ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Okay. So that takes me straight to my next question. Okay. Um, the formative years for you, your academic journey laid the groundwork for your 16 years career. Could you tell us about your educational background and how it shaped you? Growing up in that kind of environment and your school, I'm sure, in that environment too, how did that contribute to your initial understanding of the business, sales,
All
human interaction, and advance? How did that how did it come into play? How did it help?
all right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Jumoke.
Thank
My
you, ma'am.
academic journey actually provided a structure, that supported my professional
Okay.
growth, right? It provided
Okay.
that structure,
Okay.
but I will start from the early stage. I attended Mount Carmel Convent Primary School at in Ebute
Oh, wow.
Metta, right? And
Okay. Okay.
it's an only girls school. So
Mm.
yes, and at the end of my 6 years in that primary school journey, I became, before the
Mhm.
end of that 6 years, I remember vividly when my dad came to school, and when I was in
Okay.
Form 5, my dad came to school and he said, "Oh, I don't want my daughter to pass through the sixth form. I just want her from Form 5
Okay.
to, sit for the
So
common
one.
entrance and then move on to
Okay.
the junior class." And I
Yes,
remember
one.
what my principal said, the headmistress said then. She said, "No, please, we need her in this school. We've seen how she's been able to, bring people together, the other students, how she's been able to manage her class and everything. And we have
Okay.
marked her to be the head girl in primary six. So we
Wow.
can't afford you take her, just like that to the junior school." And that for me, I
Okay.
never knew what I was doing at that primary, at that young age. I just know that most times I lead people. When I talk, people always want to listen to me and all that. I have this charismatic, behavioral pattern whereby you can't find Amina alone. You'll just see people
Yeah.
around me.
Oh.
So
Wow.
so in
Mm,
Form 6, I became the head girl.
mhm,
And
mm.
that's also was a very beautiful experience. And moving on to my
Wow.
secondary school days, I
Mhm.
attended Our Lady of Apostles Secondary School.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
around Sabo Agnes, Yaba.
Okay.
So
Mm,
also an only girls school, right?
mm.
Just lady,
Okay.
just us.
Okay. Mm,
So I was
okay.
there for another 6 years and I did very well. Then from there, I
Mm.
moved on to Yaba College of Technology, where I did my
Okay.
ND and also my HND. And I came out with higher credits, right, for both my
Wow.
ND and
Of
my
course.
HND. I studied estate
Of course.
management. That's
Mm.
also added so much to my professional growth.
Yeah.
Before I I saw myself, this life is all planned by God, right? I
Yes.
wanted to be a medical
Absolutely.
doctor. I wanted to be a
I
medical
know that.
doctor. Yes, I did
Good.
sciences and I had good grade, but at the point I had issues with my jump and all of that. So I just,
Okay.
somebody just called my mom and said, "Oh, why don't you allow your girl, instead of staying at home, let her just move on to Yaba College of Technology and, study
Mm.
in one of the environmental studies." And that was how I found myself
Okay.
in estate management, right? And
Mm.
I did my
Wow.
4 years, two years, and afterwards, I served in real estate firm such as
Wow.
Muri Adi and Associates. I served there for
Okay.
4 months. Then I also served with Unique and Co. for a year. I did IT in some of another real estate, all right, union owns,
Okay.
right? Then from
Mm.
there, I went to serve, and immediately after my service year,
Mhm.
when you are just home thinking of what to do next, and somebody
Yeah.
just called me, Amina, please, would you like to work with MTN? I said, MTN, yes.
Wow.
I would like to work in
Wow.
MTN customer service. I said, yes, I'm
Mm-hmm.
available, and that was what I put in, and I was
Mm.
employed in
Mm-hmm.
MTN, and that was I spent 9 years in MTN in customer
Wow.
service, and that
Wow.
also shaped, my
Mm.
knowledge, in
Mm.
service delivery,
Really
in
good
excellence
for
services,
that.
and all of that. Then
Mm.
in
Mhm.
2018, I got employed in Adron Homes, where I currently serve now, also
Okay.
into the Directorate of Customer Services, and
Mm.
I have grown in different aspects, within
Wow.
the within a space
Mm.
of 8, 9 years now, also in
Wow.
Adrenaline. And beyond
Wow.
the classroom, what actually shaped my career was the exposure to
Uh-huh.
human behavior. Like I said, my
Mm.
background is a community setting.
Yeah.
You get to see people every
Mm.
day,
Yeah.
exposure to
Yeah.
human behavior, my negotiation
Uh-huh.
skill, having to go to the market at that earlier stage, having
Mm.
to, negotiate, speak to people,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
my relationship management skill.
Mm.
So earlier in my career, I also realized that business success is not only about products and services, it's about understanding people, right? Because
Wow.
people,
Mm.
yes, people is the success of every
Mm.
enterprise. So if you understand
Yes.
people, you will thrive, you will grow
Wow.
in
Mm.
whatever you do.
Mm.
So that
Wow.
realization actually laid the foundation for my passion
Mm.
in customer experience, in service leadership, and in strategic relationship management, which has defined my
Mm.
career over the past 16 years.
Wow. Wow. I'm learning so much while
Thank
having this
you.
conversation with you. Okay, so we also need to understand people to be able
Yeah,
to get things done. So, oh, that's true. That's true. Wow.
yeah.
I'm holding on to that. That's a take home for me today. That's a take home for me. God bless
Thank
you
you.
much. All right.
Thank you.
So, dear viewers in the house, in the studio with us today is Mrs. Olaniyan-Haastrup. And we'll just have to go on a very short break. Don't touch the dial. We will soon be right back.
It's Easter once again, and Adron Homes and Properties Ltd presents Easter Fiesta Promo. Enjoy 30% discount on plots across all estates with 6 months payment duration. Our platinum plots, our compact plots, promo valid from the 18th of February to 6th of May 2026. For more inquiries, please call or link with us on our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply.
Bridge Africa magazine is the in-flight magazine for Ethiopia Airlines, and we bridge Africa and China to the world. How? You want to ask? Through our culture, investment opportunities, innovations of Nigerians, Africa, and China to the world. As a media company, we have many insightful, innovative, and enlightening programs such as Dying Their Grey. Dying Their Grey is a program set aside to appreciate the elderly in our society. Rings That Bind. This is a program set aside to appreciate marriage and keep up the values and culture for newlyweds and as well as those that are already married for a long time. Africa in Conversation. This is a program set aside to celebrate the beauty and the cultural heritage of Africa and Africans. CEOs and Paysetters. This is a platform set aside to celebrate, appreciate, and showcase African leaders, CEOs, and Paysetters to the world, showcasing their business opportunities, investment opportunities, and all. Knowing what to do is halfway of getting it done. Your business is next in line.
Dear viewers, hope you're having a nice time and also getting to know this great woman like I am doing right now. And please, I want to plead with you to stay tuned. There's so much that you can learn from this interview and so much that you can hold on to that would also help build your career. That can also help you in whatever sphere of life that you're delving into. Okay, so please stay tuned and don't talk to dial. All right, so back to my next question, madam. Um, Looking back at your career trajectory from starting out to becoming a deputy management director, what would you say? What would you say was the pivotal positive moment or opportunity that accelerated your path into leadership? Kí ni nǹkan yẹn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo that you now know that, oh, leadership is a thing for me. It's something I could get along with.
All right. Thank you so much for that beautiful question, Mrs. Jumke. And
You're welcome. You're
oh,
welcome,
my
ma'am.
journey in Adron Homes started in 2018, and one significant moment, that beautiful moment, that very important moment in my career was when I was entrusted with greater leadership responsibilities, right? Earlier than I expected, though. Earlier than I expected. When I joined Adron Homes in 2018, just 3 months that I joined, I joined in July, and in October, we're at the board meeting, just having board meeting as usual, right? And all of a sudden, my chairman just said, Amina, you are going to be the head of customer service. I was shocked. I was shocked because I never expected it. I was still, when you just joined an organization and you're still learning the ropes, right? I'm just learning how to do things. Barely 3 months, and you are saddling me with this responsibility of heading a directorate with well over 100 staff, right? In
Oh
an
my.
organization of close to 3,000, right? In terms of service delivery. So I was shocked. And
Wow.
it was both an opportunity and also a challenge because it
Yes.
required me to transition from being an
Mm-hmm.
operational contributor to becoming a
Okay.
strategic leader, right?
Wow.
So
Wow.
it was a very huge transition from just being, yes, a staff of Adron Homes to now
Mm,
become a strategic leader, one that also sits in the board and
mm,
make decisions that impact the
wow.
organization. And that moment pushed me to develop stronger decision making skills,
Mm,
built
wow.
me up, when it comes to emotional intelligence, because at that level you are a stakeholder, right? You
Yes.
need
Yes.
to manage the business and also
Mm-hmm.
manage the customer and also manage the staff that work with you. So it's a whole lot,
Yes.
you know. And
Mm,
also that particular moment pushed me to develop stronger in my leadership skills because I'm having to
mm,
lead in my own directorate alone. I have well close to 100 or even more than 100 staff that I give
wow.
instruction to on daily basis. And all of these people look up to you as a leader, for so many things.
Mm,
And that accelerated my growth because I began to understand that leadership is not about authority, right? It's all about
yes.
influence, it's all about responsibility. And remember,
Yes.
my background, being responsible for my younger ones at that tender
Yes.
age, also came
You've been
to
prepared.
bear, right? And also being
Mm,
accountable for all
mm.
outcomes. I will also link this to when I was growing up. Sorry, permit me to do that. When I was
No, no
growing up,
problem.
and when things happen at home and my dad will ask, who did this? And everybody saying, it's not me, I'm not the one, it is this person. Now, normal settings in families. But
Yes.
I learned when most times my dad will have to beat me for it, right? Will have to,
Wow.
hold me for it. So I learned to be accountable. So I monitor my younger ones. I make sure they are responsible, for everything that they do then. So it also helped me now. And I tell my
Mm,
team, you have to own up. When you do something, you stand by it. If I'm the one that have done something, I stand up to it that, oh, I have done this thing. And all of this has
mm.
shaped my leadership perspective. And that moment
Oh
for
my.
me was very, very critical because most things that I
Yes.
thought I could not do, now
Mm,
I don't know where I got that strength from. I want to believe it is God
wow.
that strengthened me,
No,
right?
yes, it's God.
Because the
Mm,
word of the Lord says it is He who strengthens us both to will and
yes.
to do of His own
Mm,
pleasure. So I think God has
yes.
empowered me in that, in that
Mm,
aspect to take up that role, at that point
mhm.
when the organization needed someone to champion the
Yes.
customer service, directorate. And I would say that I fit in properly into that role, and
Yes.
it's been success all the way from the feedback
On
that
the
we get from
gradual process.
clients. Yes, from the
Yes.
feedback that we get from
Yes.
clients and also from
Oh
staff and
my.
also from the management ourselves has been
Mm.
positive, and I want to return the glory to God. Thank you.
To God. That oh my. Oh my. But my, this also goes a long way to prove that without God we are nothing.
Yeah.
When we are born and we start getting to know about life, we'll be like, oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to be a
Mm,
lawyer. But from inception, God already knows what He has created you for. See
absolutely.
how see how He orchestrated your journey. Right
Mm,
from when you were young, He made you the mother of the house. Sorry, please, a very short break here, please.
all right.
30, 30. Some of the air filter. Sorry. So sorry about that, man.
It's all right,
So,
man.
uh, like what I was saying was, God already started orchestrating. He knows the future. He knows where He is taking you to. So He started making that
Really.
arrangement and then beginning to shape you into what He wants you to be. God is awesome.
Yeah.
God is awesome. God is awesome. It's so good to hear. It's so good to hear from you, madam. It's so good to hear all about how it started and sitting here in the studio with you today. It's a great privilege. And like I
Thank you
said
so
earlier,
much, man.
I'm learning so much. That means when our kids are growing up, whatever it is they say they want to become, fine, they have aspirations. But you need to
Exactly.
know, what is God leading you to do? What is that thing
Mm,
that you feel He has instilled on the inside of you? Pay attention
mm,
to it so you don't
mm,
deviate. Oh my,
mm.
God bless you, man. God bless you. It's a blessing
Thank
having
you
you
so
here
much.
today. It's a
Thank you.
blessing.
Thank you,
Okay,
man.
so this takes me to my next question. All right. The defining challenge.
Okay.
No successful journey is without its hurdles. Fine. So, could you share a significant negative experience or professional challenge you faced and how that moment became a critical lesson in resilience or strategy? How how were you able to face it?
All right. Thank you. That
Welcome,
question is so amazing because,
man.
like many professionals, I've
Yes.
encountered moments, where expectations from clients, from
Mm.
staff, from the
Okay.
board collided,
Okay.
right? You're having to
Mm.
stand in between, many stakeholders. You have your board saying this is how
Communication.
we want to do things. You have the client saying,
Yeah.
no, you guys should be more lenient. You should be this, you should be that. And you have staff saying that, ma, we are tired. We don't even know how to face our customers on this particular policy. It's too hard to
Oh my.
communicate this policy you know. So it's a whole lot. And here I am
Yeah.
in the midst of all those people.
Mm.
I have to deliver. I must deliver. So one
Yeah.
significant challenge involved is handling complex customer complaints is one of the
Okay.
most toughest aspect of the job. You have to handle
Mm.
complex situations within highly emotional environment space where
Yeah.
expectations are extremely high, right?
Hi. Yeah.
Yes, expectations are very high, and situations like
Mm.
that test both your professionalism and your resilience,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Your ability to understand and put yourself in the customer's shoes, right?
Yes.
And also
Mm-hmm.
your ability to ensure that the business is on the verge of success and not failure, right? So
Mm.
all of this
Mm-hmm.
having to put them together is quite challenging. I've had
Yeah.
cases whereby customers are, they're not ready to let go, right? And you
That's
have
true.
to manage. Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
have to turn a sour situation to a sweet story.
Mm.
It's a whole
Yeah.
lot. It takes all of you. It takes your emotional.
Wow.
Many times you have to preach. You have to tell the sweet gospel to some client just to have your way around there. And many
Oh
times
man.
I have to pray. When you have issues that,
Mm.
let me just share something with you. There is this customer case that
Okay.
last week. Yes, it was recent, just a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
the case was
Mm.
so disturbing that I had to involve my husband. It was
Yeah.
that disturbing. I told my husband, I said, I need you to pray with me. I need you to pray with me on this particular
Okay.
matter. I told him, I said, I need you to pray
Mm.
with me
Yeah.
on this particular matter. And we prayed. And guess what? 2 days
Mm.
after, the whole issue was resolved. So there are issues
Wow.
that you have to just go all out. It's beyond the space of the office. You need to put it to God in prayers, and God has been helping
Yes.
me. And what I learned from that experience is that we must be very transparent. We must be empathetic. It's very
Yes.
important that you look at it from the other person perspective. You know, whether you are standing
Okay.
for the client or you are also standing for the business, you must balance it.
Yeah.
Right? There's where balancing comes from, and you are not also putting your job on the line, right?
On the
And
line.
also,
Yeah.
we've learned to also refine our problem solving systems every day with all these complex situations. We learn from it, right? I learn from issues, and that helps me to do better when I
Okay.
see similar cases, in life. And all of
Okay.
these are powerful tools that I've been able to use over the years to restore trust and also to ensure that I do better on a daily basis. And for me, challenges are those things that refined my abilities, right, to do so much more. And I've
Yeah.
always trained my staff to be calm under pressure and to offer solutions rather than emotions, right? Because when you're faced with most challenging situation, yes, as
Yeah.
humans we want to be emotional, but I tell you, don't
Yes.
allow the emotional part of you, lead
Mm.
or
Mm.
instruct you.
Or be
Rather,
the better part of it.
yes,
Mm.
rather be a problem solver. Let the solution, look at the solution. For every issue,
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
solutions. Right? For every
Yeah.
issue, there are solutions. So, but when you are clouded with emotions, you can't really see the best solution part of it. So let's remain calm, even under pressure.
Yeah.
I will share also this.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, a client was here, and I
Okay.
instructed my deputy to attend to the client. And the client was saying,
Okay.
I want to see her. Why are you instructing your deputy to see me? Then I was in another meeting with another customer. I can't leave this customer because it was an online meeting. you
Oh
know
my.
so because of the way
Mm.
I've brought up my team to stand and
Mm-hmm.
being able to attend to issues, no matter, I don't have
Yes.
two heads.
Yes.
It's the same head that I have that they
Mm-hmm.
have, so they can
Yes.
equally
Yes.
resolve issues. And she took
Yeah.
over that case and she resolved it, and the client was happy
Wow.
at the end of the day. Okay, so
Wow.
those are
Wow.
many cases, one of the many cases that we deal with on the
Wow.
job. Thank you.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So that means, if I were to define your kind of person, I would say that you are a woman forged through the fire and brought to life at the hands of God, because so many things that you went through while you were growing up was all God's indication,
Yeah.
directing you on His path. And right
Mhm.
now, you are not the only one doing what you're doing. God is actually holding you. You are right
Exactly.
at the middle of His palm, and He's just guiding and directing your path. And
You
that's
can
why it's
say
been
you can say
perfect
that
and perfect.
again.
Ramadan Kareem. Ramadan promo is here again. Adron Homes is helping to make this Ramadan extra special for you and your loved ones. Own your dream home with amazing gifts attached. Enjoy 30% discount for 36 months payment plan with amazing gifts items. Pay 200k and get a provision hamper. Buy plots of land on any of Adron estates. For more information, please call or check our social media handles. Ramadan Kareem. It's Easter once again, and Adron Homes and Properties Ltd presents Easter Fiesta Promo. Enjoy 30% discount on plots across all estates with 6 months payment duration. Our platinum plots compact plots. Promo valid from the 18th of February to 6th of May 2026. For more inquiries, please call or link with us on our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply.
Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, oh, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique, Bridge Afrique.
The word is spreading. Bridge Afrique magazine is the chosen platform for visionary businesses to reach a global audience. Tell your friends, and then tell them to tell theirs. Don't just promote your business, elevate it to a world stage. Remember, your network is your net worth. Amplify it. Tell your loved ones to feature their business in Bridge Afrique magazine and connect with customers across the globe. Let's grow together. The ripple effect starts here. Advertise in Bridge Afrique magazine and watch your influence expand from local to global. Share the opportunity. The world is waiting. Spread the word. Tell your friends to showcase their business in Bridge Afrique magazine and unlock a worldwide audience. Connect with MDJP on 139189433324 via WeChat or WhatsApp.
From Dhaka to Addis, voices loud and clear. Journalism.
To my next question, this on mentorship matters. Okay, I know that you're a very great mentor, and you have a lot of mentees, under you. So the question is, how you are passionate about mentoring, reflecting. Oh, sorry, I'm going to rephrase that. You're passionate about mentoring. So, how has it reflected on your path? And who has been a significant mentor or influence in your life? And what was the best piece of advice they ever gave to you?
All right, thank you so much. I have a lot of mentors, right?
Okay.
At every stage of my life, right? Because most times you can't have one mentor fit all for you.
Oh,
We are humans with diverse, aspects of our lives. Sometimes you say in marriage, this is my mentor. In marriage, in leadership, this is my mentor. In business, this is my mentor, and all of that. And, but then the number one mentor for me is the Holy Spirit, right? I'm a woman that has, over the years, trust and believe on the Spirit of God for direction and guidance. But right about now, my human mentor is my boss and his wife. Are Adetola Olaniyan-Haastrup Emmanuel King and his amazing wife Olori Adron Emmanuel King. And I've learned so much right from them. My boss, the person of Are, is a man that learns, right? He never stops learning. At every time we have conferences, we have team bonding or whatever it is that we're doing, one of the things that we do is to study a book, right? Yes, we've studied a book like Jesus the CEO, right? Also disruptive business skills. And the one we just finished this January 2026 was the 12 Commandments of Entrepreneurs by Godwin, right? So it's a whole lot. It taught me about resilience, right? My boss never take a no for an answer. Everything with him is possible. Everything is possible. So I bring that to work as well. And there is no matter how difficult that customer complaint is, it's possible. We can resolve it. Right? We can resolve it regardless. All right. And another thing is that I learned from the wife basically is humility. She's very humble. She's God-fearing, which is Olori Adron King. Very God-fearing woman. She loves God despite her status and her wealth. When you see someone that's you financially you are okay, but then you acknowledge God is a big deal for me. So I've learned so much from them. Then also I keep learning. I'm still learning. Last year there was this program that she anchored and she taught us about frugality, managing your resources, right? Managing
Okay.
your resources. And frugality does not even translate to financial aspect alone. It also speak on your time, right? Managing your
Okay.
time, managing your resources,
Okay.
whatever it is that God has given you, your skills, your talent, whatever it is. And the same thing I've learned from them is what I'm saying to my mentees, right? All over the world, that we should never stop learning and we should never be
Okay.
too big to serve. Never be too big to serve. In this directorate of customer services is all about serving. You have to serve. If you don't have that ability to serve, you can't sit on this seat, right? So I've
Wow.
also learned that regardless, whatever position I am today, that doesn't take out that skill to serve from me. And remember my background. I've served all my life. I've been serving, and I
Yes.
will
Yes.
continue to serve till I leave this world, right? And that
Yes.
wisdom
Yes.
shaped my leadership style. And today I'm passionate about mentoring emerging professionals, because leadership is not just about climbing the ladder. That is not just about
Yes.
just you climbing the ladder. It's also about lifting others up as you rise.
Yes.
So I use
Yes.
every opportunity that I have to mentor my team, right? My team will tell you anytime they come into my office, I operate an open door policy. You come into my office, I look at you and I ask you some questions. What have you learned today? What is that thing that you are doing?
Okay.
What is that new skill that you are picking up? What are you doing
Yes.
better today than yesterday? Every day we must improve. Yet every day we must grow. And that is one of the most important aspects. You will see that Jesus never did one miracle the same way. If you look at the
Yes.
word of God, he
There is
never
a
did one
ways.
miracle the same way. He evolved. So, and I tell people
Yes.
that in life we must evolve, right? And that
Yes.
is one of the many things I've learned from my mentors,
Wow.
and that is exactly what I'm passing on to my
Ah.
mentees all over.
Ah. Eshegoni ma. Eshegoni.
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
my goodness. I held on to a thought right there. You said a leader must always be ready to serve.
Yeah.
Always be ready to serve, and we learn every day. We must always keep learning. Oh, thank you so much for that, ma. God bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. This takes me to my next question. The strategic shift at Adron Homes. You lead the Directorate of Customer Services. In your view, what does it take for a company to move customer service from being just a complaint department to a true strategic partner for business growth?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma.
This
Thank
is
you,
you
ma.
are, you are touching the part I love the most.
All right. Let's go.
You are touching the part. Okay, for
Yes.
customer service to become a strategic driver of growth, all right,
Yes.
organizations must stop seeing it as a reactive unit. Customer service is not reactive. It's not supposed to be reactive, right? We don't need to wait till when issues, choke us to take certain steps, right? We
Okay.
must, as
Yeah.
for every business to be sustained, we must be very proactive. We must
Okay.
design solution into every of our policies, into our systems, into our structures, right?
Okay.
Into all our platforms. It must be solution driven, right? You don't create
Okay.
a product to mess people up. You don't create product or services to inconvenience the people. You must create your product and services to solve a problem and also to make
Yeah.
life less difficult, right?
Mm.
To make life
Yes.
less difficult. for people, and that is where the true value comes in. Okay, so for us
Okay.
in the Directorate of Customer Services, we've been able to build a system whereby we gentrificate from being a reactive platform to a
Okay.
strategic intelligence hub, right? So every feedback, every complaint, every
Okay.
concern for us is, we see it as an opportunity to rebuild the system, to improve
Yes.
the system, to expand the system, and also to push our system further. Okay, so our customer service team interact directly with clients all over on daily basis, and we've been able to also instill in them, valuable insights when it comes to customers' behavior, customer perception,
Okay.
customers' expectations, right? Market
Yes.
sentiment, what is the economy saying? All of these things are what we put together to interact with our clients on daily basis. So when leadership
Wow.
listens to those insights and we integrate all these feedbacks from clients into our decision making, into our board meetings, then customer service becomes a powerful, we use it as a powerful contributor to business growth, right? We
Okay.
use customer service, as a powerful contributor, because indeed it is. With the business was created, the business is created for
Okay.
the client, for the customer. No business is created in isolation that we just want to create business. No, we create business because we want to solve human problems, right? So
Problems.
when you marry customer experience, into all of this, build a very formidable platform that helps you to
Yeah.
scale even when others are dying. You can scale because you know what it is to remain in business. And that is the power of customers. Just one customer, treating one customer,
Wow.
the way they ought to be treated, and exceeding the expectation is
Wow.
a very key thing. And this philosophy also ensures that every client interaction moves beyond problem solving, into relationship building. And I tell
Wow.
you, for every conversation I have with clients, I always want to build relationship from there. And that is where the
Yeah.
power, the magic lies. That is where the magic
Wow.
lies. Your ability to build relationship with your clients, so much so that they are no longer, they become an advocate of your business, right? Yes, they become
Wow.
an advocate. Even when you are not there, your business, you can't be everywhere, but your
Yes.
customers can be everywhere, and they can speak well of you. They can recommend your business. They can be,
Yes. Oh
you can use
my.
them as a strategic tool, in
Wow.
advancing your
Wow.
business when you
Wow.
treat them well and when you build, formidable relationship.
Mr. Olaniyan, you are blowing my mind. Wow, this is the height of intelligence. God bless your wisdom, Mark. God bless you. God
Thank you,
bless you.
ma'am.
Wow,
Thank you,
I'm
ma'am.
learning so much. I'm learning so much. Mm, okay, okay. So when you treat your customers right,
Mm.
wherever you are, not you can't be everywhere at the same time.
Can't be
They
everywhere.
would be the ones to defend you. They would fight for
Yeah,
you, and they
yeah.
will be the ones to recommend you. Oh my
Mm.
goodness! Oh my goodness! Ṣé ẹ kọ ìwé kankan? Have you written any book? Because all of this wisdom has to be written out. The Bible says make it plain. Yes, make the vision plain, that they may run
Hey,
with it.
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my goodness. God bless you, man. God bless you. God
Thank you,
bless you.
ma'am.
All right, dear viewers. I hope you are having so much fun, just like we are in the studio right here. I'm learning so, no wisdom is wasted. What I'm hearing from Mrs. Haastrup today, I have never heard it before in my life. I must be candid with you. This is pure wisdom. Pure wisdom. So please, we're going to go on a very short break, and please, I will plead with you, do not touch the dial. We'll soon be right back. God bless you.
My God is big.
Easter once again. And Adron Homes and Properties Ltd presents Easter Fiesta Promo. Enjoy 30% discount on plots across all estates with 6 months payment duration. Our platinum plots, our compact plots. Promo valid from the 18th of February to 6th of May 2026. For more inquiries, please call or link with us on our social media handles. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, dear viewers, I hope you're still there. Yes, and you haven't touched that dial. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. It's so good to have you here. And still with us in the studio is your one and only Mrs. Olaniyan-Haastrup. And with so much wisdom, divulging so much, and in fact, I am almost exploding right here because I'm so excited having her here, and with so much that she has up in her head, to teach and to divulge to us. Well, just like the Bible says, he who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. Now, it's not the Spirit that's speaking, it is actually Mrs. Olaniyan-Haastrup. And please open up your ears and your mind and your spirit and grasp as many things as you can learn from her, because you never can tell where you will find yourselves tomorrow. And then you make do with all of this wisdom, and you'll be sure that it will make your path straight and very easy. Thank you so much. So welcome back once again. Yes, so Mrs. Olaniyan, this takes me to my next question for you. I'm not going to let you go in such a short time on this on this program, because you have so much that the whole world needs. And God bless you. God bless you for your wisdom. Thank you for allowing God lead you the way He has led you, and thank you for following as He's been leading. God bless you, man. God bless you. God bless you. Your wisdom will continually increase in Jesus' name.
Thank you. Amen.
Okay, so to the next question. Building trust in real estate. The real estate sector in Nigeria requires immense trust from investors. So, how do you translate your service philosophy into concrete actions that build that confidence and encourage long-term client relationship? You spoke a little bit about it in my previous question, but I want you to really delve into it for our viewers' sake, so people can also learn.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs.
Thank you,
Jumoke.
ma'am.
I would like to
Thank you,
say
ma'am.
that trust is the currency of business now, right? With
Okay.
the
Mhm.
with the with the forge of AI, artificial
Okay.
intelligence, internet, and all of that is all over the world. People can easily, people have they've experienced a lot of fraudulent, activities here and there due to the present state,
Yes.
right? A lot of things
Mm-hmm.
can be put together without you knowing. You think is
Yeah.
original, but when you look deeply, you notice that, oh, this is not original. This is fake.
Yeah.
So customers
Okay.
are very much aware now. There's this
Mm-hmm.
there's this part of awareness that has come to bear with this transformation that we experience all over. And that awareness
Okay.
is that the customer wants to trust you and your product and your services before they commit.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in real
Okay.
estate, especially in real estate, is built through three foundational points. Number one, transparency. That is
Okay.
trust. You must be very transparent. Number two,
Okay.
consistency. Are you there today? Are you there yesterday? Are you there always? Not that you are there
Mm.
today, tomorrow we can no longer find you there. So you must be consistent. What is that thing that the people love? Be consistent in
Mm.
that. And lastly, delivery. You must deliver. That is the translation of trust. You must deliver. So if you look at the mission statement for us at Adron Homes, we said exceeding customers' expectation. It talks about the delivery aspect of it. So your customer will trust you when you are transparent. Your customer will trust you when you are consistent, and the customer will trust you when you deliver. So clients, and when it comes to real estate, is a life-changing investment. Kind of is huge. It's not buying clothes. No, it's not buying furniture in your house. It's life-changing investment. So the customer must feel confident in you, in the product, and in the organization, right? And they must also be, and for me, I think one of the most important things for businesses out there, especially those in real estate, is to also build trust by providing clear communication throughout the customer's journey, right? From the time the customer starts with you to the end time or the lifetime of that customer, there must be a clear communication, to the customer, to let them know it forms part of the trust, that what you told me yesterday is what I'm seeing today. It's not something else. Right? And also, building trust is by ensuring prompt resolution of client issues. That is how you build trust. You don't build trust when issues are delayed. You don't build trust when you shun responsibilities. You don't build trust when customers are suffering and they are shouting and nobody is listening to them. So also, we learn to build trust by creating structured customer engagement platforms that are reliable, platforms that are trustworthy, right? I can speak to you on WhatsApp, your business WhatsApp, and I get someone to attend to me ASAP, ASAP, and also trust in business, especially in real estate, is maintaining continuous relationship with customers. We must keep that relationship. It's part of trust. Imagine business relationship is also like marital relationship. When your spouse, is not able to meet up with what they told you they're going to do or what they promised they're going to do, that kind of breach that trust, in that relationship. And I want to say that for me, it's part of my value to always hold on to my promises. I don't want to be the one that will fail, on that promises. And when customers feel heard and respected, they become long-term partners, right? They become your strategic partners rather than one-time or one-off purchaser. They want to stay with you, right? And trust is the only thing that can help you keep customer for life, right?
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma. God bless you. God bless you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have just one more question before the very final question that I'm going to ask you, and then we'll call it a day on this program for today. What do you have to say about Bridge of Freak magazine?
What do I have to say about?
Bridge of Freak magazine.
Ooh, so much, so much to say. I think, I do not even think, I am very sure
Okay.
this is one of the
Yes.
most amazing magazine I've read,
Oh my.
right,
Oh my. Oh
in a
my.
lifetime. It's a magazine that cut across borders, right? It cut across borders,
Yes.
and it dive strictly to each matters arising. Sometimes
Yes.
have you used your money to buy a magazine before, and at the end of the day, you are just abusing yourself. That what even brought me to buy this magazine in the first place? And that is not
You never
for good.
did it.
Yes,
You
I
never
still have
did
editions. I
magazine.
have editions of 2010. I have editions of
Mm,
2012 in my office. Sorry,
mm, okay.
2022, 2023. I have editions of
Wow.
2021 in my office. That is how
Okay.
valuable
Hmm.
Bridge African magazine is. You don't want to throw it
Yeah.
away. It's not a magazine you will buy and you will trash. It becomes a book. That magazine is a book. It's not a magazine. You want to keep it
Wow.
because
So
over the
rich.
years you have the cost to go back to learn one or two things from it. It's amazing. And I want to appreciate the CEO, the editors, and all the board of the Bridge Africa.
Wow.
You guys are amazing. I love you so much.
Wow.
And keep doing what you're doing. We know that where you are as a
Yes.
company is even the least to where God is taking you
Mm-hmm.
to. Right? I believe with what I know, Bridge Africa is going to
Yes.
be a magazine that will be read in governments, in presidency,
Amen.
right? It's going to be
Amen.
all over the world, right? Just keep doing what you're
Amen.
doing. It's a beautiful one.
Amen.
I love it.
Bye. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, so the very final question I have for you on the segment for today is, what are the words for um or a message, your core message that you can give to people, especially women who are looking forward to going into or like following your tracks, wanting to
Or
delve into what you're doing, real estate and every other business that you have going on for you. So, what do you have any words of advice for them?
yes, so much. A whole lot.
Okay.
Remember, we just celebrated International Women's Day on March 8th.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
give to
Yes. Yes.
gain, give to
Yes. Yes.
gain. And
Mm.
my message to young and older women out there aspiring to
Okay.
leadership is very simple. Number one,
Okay.
believe in your capacity, right?
Mm.
You
Yes.
must believe in yourself before others can believe in you, right? So,
Yes.
as a woman, your gender
Mm.
does not make you less, right?
Mm.
Being a woman does
Yes.
not diminish who you are. You are who
Yes.
you are, created by God, beautifully made.
Yes.
So we must believe in our
Mm-hmm.
capacity to do all things as empowered by God. The Bible says, I
Mm.
can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So we must believe that we
Yes.
can do all things. And secondly, we must
Mm.
invest in continuous learning.
Yes.
You know, there's this
Yes.
adage that says when you stop learning, you start dying. So we must
Yes.
continue to learn to stay
Mm.
alive.
Okay.
Even God
Yes.
admonished us in the book of Joshua 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. It means continuous learning.
Yes.
You must keep at it.
Mm.
Okay, you can't
Mm.
leadership don't jump on people. You must prepare for it.
Yes.
And how do you prepare
Yes.
for it?
Yes.
You prepare through learning, continuous learning. And
Mm.
also never
Yes.
underestimate the power of integrity. Integrity
Mm.
is
Mm.
doing what you need to do,
Yes.
originally. You are not manipulative, right?
Yes.
Your yes
Yes.
is yes
Yes.
and your no is no. So
Exactly.
we must
Mm.
not underestimate the power of integrity. And also to say that
Yes.
success is not about speed, but it's about
Mm.
consistency. As women or as men, whoever you are out there, aspiring leadership position, you must be consistent, you must be resilient,
Okay.
and also you must
Yes.
be highly disciplined, right?
Oh
You
my.
can get
Mm.
whatever position you want to get, but discipline keeps you on that seat.
Mm.
Discipline to work,
Mm.
discipline,
Mm.
to your deliverables, discipline to your
Yes.
values, discipline,
Okay.
yes, to ethical, values as well. Then discipline to other people. How do you relate with others? You must be disciplined. You must know your
Mm.
boundaries, right? You must
Yes.
not go
Mm-hmm.
beyond the
Mm.
expectations of people. So all of
Yes.
this are my word, right? To
Oh
all of us.
my.
I'm saying this not just to people, I'm also saying it to myself, right?
Mm.
And also, lastly, leadership is not about titles, and leadership
Mm.
truly is about value, the value you create for others.
And
What will be
service.
said of you when you are no longer on that seat? What will be said of you?
Wow.
When I'm no longer here
Oh my.
on this planet Earth, what will be said of me?
Yeah.
Right? How
Mm,
many lives have
mm,
I touched? How many value?
mm,
And what value have I brought to
mm.
the table? So
Yes.
it's very
Mm.
important.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It can go on and on and on. I wish I can have you for like 3 consecutive days in the studio right here. Oh my. God bless you,
Thank
ma.
you, man.
God
Thank
bless you
you, man.
so much.
Thank
Wow. This
you.
wisdom is just gushing out, gushing out. Oh my goodness. You have a well of wisdom on the inside of you. It will never run dry in the name of
Thank you,
Jesus.
my
Oh,
amen.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, dear viewers, it's been one on one with CEOs and face setters. Yes, it's been one on one with CEOs and face setters here in the studio, live and direct with Mrs. Olaniyan-Haastrup. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure having you here and for so much wisdom that you have divulged to us. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. I look forward to having another time with you here on this
Sure,
segment. Yes, I'm very sure
sure,
I'll work towards it. And I'm sure you will
sure.
make out time for us. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma. God bless you. God bless
Yes,
you. I love you so much. And it's a pleasure meeting you and having such a fun-filled time with you. God bless you,
thank
ma.
you. Thank
Ishegon.
you, ma'am.
I do
Thank you
pray.
so much. And thank you to the board of Bridge Africa for having me, especially my thanks
Okay.
to Mr.
All right.
Michael. He's such an amazing
Yeah.
man. I
Yeah.
appreciate him so much and also appreciate the work he's doing. And also to
Thank
all
you,
his
ma.
team, I want to say kudos to
Thank
all of
you.
you. Madam
Thank
Jumoke,
you,
you are
ma.
the best. You are the best. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
love
Thank
you,
you for
ma.
having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you
And to
so much.
our
You have a
viewers
great
out
day.
there, I love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let us say I love you too. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you. All right. So, viewers in the house, it is, yes, we're going to call it a day on the segment of one on one with CEOs and pace setters today. And please stay tuned for our next interview. We're going to bring in and be rest assured that the people we bring to your faces are people that are going to impact and impart your lives. We won't bring people that will just come and just no, it's going to be something that is going to be fun filled and educating for you. So please stay tuned and look forward to this. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye bye. It's one love from me to you. Bye.